Ken, I really don't like elevator music. It's bad on so many levels.
Art, why don't skeletons fight with each other?
No idea.
They don't have any guts.
Makes sense. Ken, what do you call an alligator in a vest?
I don't know. What do you call an alligator in a vest?
An investigator.
Hey, Art.
Yep.
Why'd the Scarecrow win an award?
I don't know. Why?
He's outstanding in his field.
Good point. All right.
My name is Ken Tracy. I am the co-founder of Impacting Tomorrow. I've lived in Loveland, Ohio for 25 years. Impacting Tomorrow just relocated here to Loveland, Ohio, roughly around 5 months ago. Yeah, what's so special about Loveland is its central location to the municipality of Cincinnati. With Impacting Tomorrow being right here in this area, right off of the 275 interchange, we're able to serve the people that we're able to serve within the Hamilton County, Clermont County, and the other surrounding area counties of the 6 counties we have.
Hey, welcome to a new episode of the Loveland Exchange. We have Mr. Ken Tracy here with us today, and Ken's got, I think, going to be some real exciting stuff to share with us. So welcome, number one. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
I know you're a busy guy, and so definitely appreciate you taking the time to be here. I will also say thank you. We're actually recording at the Impacting Tomorrow facility, warehouse, and offices and things like that, which we're going to talk a lot about. But thank you so much for opening up your facility and your offices to us to do this little podcast. So appreciate that.
Yeah, glad to do it. Glad to have you here.
Thank you. So let's start with Impacting Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the new thing. And as of this taping, you literally opened up the new facility for the first time yesterday, and it was huge. It was big, right?
Yeah, Art. A lot of people, if you don't know about Impacting Tomorrow, it's the first of its kind foundation that basically we have within one facility, a 45,000 square foot facility. We have a market, a full operational boutique that takes care of feminine hygiene and baby products, occupational therapy for children, a medical and dental clinic as a partnership with Health Source of Ohio. So it's the first one in the United States. As you mentioned, yesterday, we served over 650 people in our market alone. We see a high volume of people. They come from Hamilton, Clermont, Warren, Brown, Adams, Butler, and we also have folks coming from Kentucky. It's exciting. It's great that we're able to build a platform, and anyone that has not had a chance, got to come see it. It's something special. It's very different.
And once again, right here in our backyard.
Right there.
Fantastic. Yeah. And then we've talked about this before, and I've mentioned this to people multiple times, is kind of this for me, the concept of one. Okay? One, in this case, one stop, multiple things, right? You're able to take care of multiple things. And the fact that you're doing, the boutique for the women and the children, you're doing the medical, and you're doing the dental. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you're the only one in the nation doing this. Is that correct? And in partnership with Health Source, correct? So this here in Loveland, Ohio, this is the only one of its kind in the nation, correct?
Correct, it is. One of the interesting things when Impacting Tomorrow came together with Health Source of Ohio to create this center, one of the interesting things that we identified was the need to stop having people go to 5 different facilities for 5 different waiting lines, 5 different I hope they're open to now. You just come to one facility, you shop, you go into the boutique, you have your child taken care of, you go get medical and dental care. It all happens in one location, and it all happens, you can do it all in one day and make sure that everything's taken care of.
And then the other thing is there's a lot of other, I'm going to just call them smaller organizations around town here that are doing really great things also, but you're partnering with them, right? You're actually working with them, and you guys are sharing food, and you obviously have the facilities here to store way more food and way more items than other companies, right?
You know, Art, it's all about, I believe, and I know you do too, you get back to what's your why. And the number one reason why we do it is because we want to help people, all right? We're not into territory. We're not worrying about that. We're into how can we help serve those that need assistance today. And so this is a center where we can partner with a lot of other non-for-profits so that they can come to this location. We have a beautiful community room if they need it. We have space for them. And also, if they need food, they can come here and get it. We'll provide food to them so that they can distribute it to those that need the assistance. And that's how we want to work it. We want to make sure that everyone is working together, because at the end of the day, it always comes back to, with all of us, what's your why? And our why is to make the world a better place.
Oh, there you go. It actually answers the next question. Why in the world are you doing this?
Yeah.
But the thing is this isn't something new. I mean, you go back into, I'm going to say, the early 2000s with your company that you had. You actually had a program with your employees, right?
Yeah,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
yeah.
That the employees, if they did certain things, there were certain things that came from their volunteering and a certain number of hours, and all the way to actually being able to go on mission trips to different places, right? So this giving part of what you're doing here, it's not new.
It's exciting to do it. Actually, when my wife and I founded Talamed, one of the big things we wanted to do is, yes, grow a successful healthcare company, but more importantly, teach those employees that were working for us about service, about getting out. So we did provide 40 hours of community service that was paid, and we wanted them to get out into our community and serve. And from doing that, anyone that went above the 40 hours, they qualified for medical mission trips all across the world. And so we would send employees for 10 days we would go to Mexico, we would go to Brazil, and we would serve on medical mission boats. It was probably one of the most exciting things that many of our employees and ourselves we got to do. Then when we merged with another company, we took Impacting Tomorrow, brought it out, and we said, hey, what are we going to do with it? And we basically built this facility, this business model, so that together we could make a difference. And at the end of the day, I go back to this a lot, and I talk about when I talk to people, I always ask people, it's great to have a job. It's great to make money. It's what we want to do. There's no doubt about it. But then it comes to a point of you got to say to yourself, what is your why? Why are you making all that money? Why are you doing the things you're doing? Is that what you want in your life? And to me, I got to a point in my life where I'm 60 now, and I actually had to take a step back, and I could say, now what am I going to do for those that I have been given so much with? And we just stopped, and we called a timeout. My wife and I and our CFO, Dave Buffenbarger, we stepped away from the private sector and got into the non-for-profit space. We are non-paid, and we are leading Impacting Tomorrow because we feel that it's that important for this great community that we live in. And I would challenge all other business leaders out there. Think about that. Think about how you can use your platform to make a difference, because your platform is very influential and it will make our community better. And it also will reward you in so many different ways as it has in my life.
What a wonderful culture. I think there's a good number of people and firms out there that would like to do something like that, but never actually get to it, right? And I know that if as employees and people looking for what they want to do with their life, and they want something where they're able to they're working with a company that's actually giving back and things like that. That's part of their culture. So, number one, you started it, which is huge. That's the biggest thing. Try and just start and see where it goes, right? And number two, just look where you are. So that's amazing. So let me ask you a question. I'll give you the deep thought here,
Okay.
So and I'll preface this question with the fact that, and you can once again correct me if I'm mistaken, but 100% of the funds and the donations and things that you receive go to your guests, go to your clients.
Directly.
When you look at a charitable organization and you wonder how much is going to administration and things like that, with Impacting Tomorrow, it's a big goose egg that's going to administration. Fantastic. That's just add that to the equation.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. If you did have unlimited funds, what maybe aren't you doing right now that you would like to do, or where would you like to see things with unlimited funds 5 to 10 years from now?
I put no limits on God. So, when you say unlimited funds, anything's possible.
There you go.
And that's how I look at it. The reality of it is the model that we have here, I do believe that this model is replicable, not only just here in this community, but replicable throughout the United States. Because when you bring the opportunity for food and clothing and feminine hygiene with occupational therapy, and also you get into the medical and dental, you put them all in one location, it's a game changer. It's a game changer for that culture that's out there today that is having the difficulty to get out of that phase of life that they're in. And at the end of the day, we all have a sense of responsibility to do that. And we want to help them get out. And so this model validates that it will work, and it will get those that have that need to get them out of that cycle. And once we get them out of that cycle, then they're working. They're actually involved. But what we find, we have many of the guests that we have, poverty is so defined in a different way today because they are working, but yet they're not making enough money for the groceries. They're not making enough money for maybe that dentist bill for their children. Majority of the people we see here are very much children. And we've got to take care of those individuals because we don't want them, just because they were born in that environment, doesn't mean they have to stay in that environment. So this model does that. This model pushes that box forward, in a sense, to make a change. So that's what I would do. And I'm very driven about that, and I think we'll get there.
There you go. Not a lot of people know this about me, but I spent my first 2 years at Ohio State in pre-dentistry. So
really,
I didn't learn enough about pre-dentistry to actually become a dentist.
You'd be a heck of a dentist too, by the way.
I learned that I didn't think I wanted to be a dentist.
But I think you'd be a good dentist.
The one thing you do learn, though, is that, what if there's bad things going on in your mouth, there's probably bad things going on in your body, and things like that. So I will say it again, the fact that you're going to have this dental program here, huge, absolutely huge, okay? I mean, that from a health standpoint, it's a difference maker.
Yeah.
And then you also take the fact, I know you have a few vehicles and things around,
Yep.
You're actually able, there's some people that just can't make it to the location, wherever that location might be. You're actually able to take it out in some instances.
We are. We can take it out, but more importantly, we get a lot of people that go and pick individuals up and bring them here. And so then they get the opportunity to experience our market, because at the end of the day, we want them here to experience that, because we operate with such a high level of dignity. They can see, and being part of the Impacting Tomorrow family, they can see the difference it can make in their life. And it's more about the food. It's more than just the clothing. It's more than just the medical, dental. It's about how you treat the individual to get them out of that cycle and care for them and show the love and compassion.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, the love and compassion part, that's good. The facilities aren't completely done yet, but you walk in, it's different, right?
Yeah.
It's roomy. I'll use the word roomy. I'm not sure that's a great word but it's welcoming and things like that. So if I'm part of a civic organization, I'm part of a religious organization, I'm part of a company, or I'm just an individual, I want to help Impacting Tomorrow out. How do I do that?
3 ways. 3 ways. I will tell everyone that's listening to this podcast, I really mean that. Go out and share the message of what Impacting Tomorrow is doing. Share it, because I do believe that once you hear about it and you see it, you'll want to get involved, you'll want to volunteer, or you'll want to financially make a contribution to an organization that's making a difference to our community. And not our community being Cincinnati, because at the end of the day, the more we help, the better our community becomes. And every dollar that comes to us goes directly to those individuals. And that's the big component of what Impacting Tomorrow is all about. So those 3 areas: share the message, volunteer, and donate.
All right. And if I wanted to donate,
you can go to impactingtomorrow.com.
there you go.
And you'll see the donate tab at the top right column of the website. By all means, click on that. We have a fantastic monthly campaign that's going on right now that you could get involved with. A small donation of $25 a month. It will feed a lot, and it will make a difference in your community.
Okay. And forgive me if you already answered this question, but historically, you have helped how many people?
Well, just yesterday.
On a year, let's just say on a yearly basis.
Yeah. Last year, we served over 125,000 people.
Yeah. Okay.
We started off yesterday, we did just over 650.
In one day.
In one day.
Yeah.
So if you magnify that by 50 weeks, you see what we're doing, because we're open 4 days a week. So right there alone, we're going to serve 2,500 people a week. It's a majority of the people that we are seeing are women and children.
All right. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of standard. So one last thing, is there something I didn't ask you that I should have asked you? I think it's important to get this message out, so I don't want to leave anything out.
No, I appreciate the platform. I appreciate you having me on the podcast. Glad that you're able to come over and see the facility. It's just, if you're sitting there at night wondering what your why is, give Impacting Tomorrow the opportunity to show you your why. Because at the end of the day, we've helped a lot of people. We continue to help a lot of people. And you'll see the value that you have by everything you do, and the intentionality that you do, and the difference you'll make.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I appreciate your heart. I appreciate Libby's heart. I appreciate your team's heart. I think it's huge. And I make the statement: if everyone helped out a couple of people in their lives, we'd all be in much better shape. So you've taken it just a few people past a couple people, right? By 100,000. But
our community can make a difference, because all the business leaders that are out there, they step forward, will be known as the place to go to. And that's going to make a difference to the United States of America, because people will see it, which will make a difference to those that need assistance.
Exactly. All right. Once again, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Oh man, almost knocked the plant over.
All right.
All right, so today's food is sponsored by my wallet. We got those actually from Jungle Gym, and I don't know how they taste like, so probably something that you guys have to tell me. But Art is going to ask you 3 true or false questions regarding with finance, and if you get all of them right, then Art needs to try those food. But if you get one answer wrong, then you have to try those food.
Got you, man.
Art, would you like to start?
All right.
Sure.
Man, he's gonna give me a hard one. So.
No, sorry. I'll throw you a softball. How's that sound? True or false?
True or false?
A 401k is a common employer-offered retirement savings plan.
Oh, well, that's true.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, softball.
Yeah, that
Swing
was
away.
softball. And I highly recommend 401ks.
There you go. There
Definitely.
You go. Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
401ks.
Start early and go hard.
I believe Jarvis Investments takes care of those, don't they?
You know what? I think they do. Yeah. Good point. Thank you for that.
I wasn't sure. Yeah.
So you answered correctly. So you have the choice of trying it or passing it to me.
You know what? I'll try it.
Yeah. There you go.
Do I tear it off?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's waffles with butter. All right. Not bad. Actually, It does taste like a waffle. It's pretty decent, and it has a little butter infused in it. So it's kind of like waffle with butters. Very good.
He talked me into it, and
Yeah, it's not bad.
and I'm hungry. So
Oh, you gotta bite it. Just gotta bite it. Just bite the other side, yeah. Oh, you took a much bigger bite than me.
told you I'm hungry. Yes.
It really is.
Yeah.
Kudos to whoever did that.
Yeah.
I might buy the product.
That's really good, actually.
It really is. Well done.
Yeah. Very good. All right. Make it a little tougher.
I'm eager for the bacon now.
Yeah. True or false?
True or false?
The U.S. has technically defaulted before, in small instances in 1979, for example.
Defaulted, as in they didn't pass their budget.
Yeah, and didn't pay their debt on their treasury
That
bills
would
and
be a
bonds.
true statement.
You are once again. You are.
I believe it's happened 6 times.
Yeah. So I'm going to go one more time. This says false. I believe it's true. Yeah. The U.S. has technically defaulted before.
Technically.
it
Technically
has,
is the play on that one.
yeah. Congress has been sometimes slow to act, and they had
Correct.
but they've come back. So technically they did. I mean, if I didn't pay my bill when it was due, I'm technically in default. That's right.
It affects
So,
your credit score.
exactly. There you go.
That's why you always make your payments on time.
I'm going to be careful. You're going to be when we're running this podcast.
No,
That's good.
I'm sorry, I'm adding.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
So once again, you have the option of
I'm
trying.
going to go bacon. Can we do bacon together? Because there's 2
You
slices.
want to do it together? All right.
Yeah, it's cheers.
Good.
Cheers to bacon.
Cheers to bacon.
Bacon, the healthy food of America. I'm going to take another bite. I thought it was pretty good.
It's good.
I don't mind this episode of the podcast.
I'm going to go with it doesn't taste like bacon though,
Right.
but it's candy.
What's it taste like?
Cherry.
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 Exactly
Yeah,
what it tastes like.
Tastes like cherry.
It's a very good tasting cherry.
It deserves
Yummy.
it deserves a second bite.
Yeah, I agree. I think a third.
Yum yum
Where do
yum.
they sell this stuff at? I'm gonna have to buy some.
I do believe you can pick this up at Jungle Gyms if I'm not mistaken.
Jungle Gyms, great place to shop. They have everything.
All right, you're a tough customer. True or false? Paying only the minimum on credit cards increases the total interest paid.
Oh, that's a true statement. Yeah, if you're paying the minimum, yeah, I had to think about that.
Three
Yeah.
for three. Three
Yeah.
for three. All right.
Eggs, I'm not an egg fan.
No, I
so
see.
I'm deferring
You're deferring.
to Art.
You're deferring till the
But
second.
while you have eggs,
You're going to eat the
because
bacon.
you gotta have bacon with eggs. Everybody's gotta have bacon with eggs.
All right. Here we go.
I'm not an egg guy. Do you like eggs?
I love eggs.
How do you eat eggs? Scrambled or
Any way they give them to me.
really? Great source of protein.
Once again, very good from a candy standpoint, but doesn't taste like an egg in any way, shape, or form. So, but I mean, if you like gummies and you like, I mean, it's the bacon tastes like cherry. So,
Right.
yeah, so it's very, and then the egg. I mean, again, let's be clear, it's candy. So it's good.
But it's well done.
But it is.
Well done.
I can definitely see how they would sell this.
Yes.
So, yeah. Oh, that's good.
I agree.
All right. So not only, we like to have a little fun here, tell some jokes and things like that, but then also get some great information. But this is also a finance show, and my understanding is you may have a question for us.
We do. It's interesting, Art, being the role you play, very good investment person, understanding it. What do you think the tariffs are doing to the current economic condition?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's another hour show.
But I'm just curious.
Up to this point, the tariffs have had very little impact. Now, I'm sure you know, and I'll give you a good example. So today, the Consumer Price Index came out, and it was lower than expected. It was at 2.7%. So the question would be, that's great that we're at 2.7%. That's substantially better than 9 or 10%. But the question would be, without the tariffs, would we be in the lower 2%. So maybe there is some in there, but in no way, shape, or form up to this point has it had the impact I think everyone was panicking about back in February and March. February and March, the U.S. stock market dropped 20% in 2 months. Just, I always say the market trades on fear and greed or, uncertainty. Well, the tariffs were a huge amount of uncertainty, and that caused people to panic and bail out. But yet here we are, 30-something% off the bottom in April. So, and here's the problem with the tariffs in this round is there were a substantial amount of threats about the level of tariffs, but they sometimes, in many cases, they didn't actually come to fruition. Like for instance, with China just yesterday or today, they announced that there's going to be another 90-day extension on them. So there's threats, which has caused some people to raise prices, because how many commercials do you hear, get in and get ahead of the tariffs, right? Okay, hold off now. So they're playing on that fear. But no, it's to answer your question, up to this point, I don't think tariffs have had, from a financial economic standpoint, have not had a substantial impact on our economy. Now, different industries, look at the automotive industry. They're going to suffer more from a tariff than some other industries. But yeah, I think that's a great question. And I tell people all the time, you have to watch the economic numbers, and you have to watch the trend in the economic numbers. That's how we do business. And because if you just react to every announcement and every single monthly report, you're going to get whipsawed all over the place, and you're going to end up making bad decisions in your portfolio when you probably should, what I always call, stick to the plan. So that's my thought on that anyway.
I would say what you just said is the number one reason why you need a good financial investment company. You really do. There's a lot of information that's out there, and I really appreciate what you just said because it's so dead on right. It really is. So I follow up with this because I really think this will help a lot of people from this podcast. A lot of people talk about, should we lower the interest rates or shouldn't we? Can you answer this? What's the impact of lowering the interest rates do for the economy?
So every time you lower interest rates, it's the equivalent of pushing on the accelerator a little harder. We are in a good spot from an employment standpoint. We're in a good spot from a gross domestic point. We're in a good spot from an inflation standpoint. All lowering rates, in my opinion, all that's going to do right now is going to pump more money into the economy, and then my concern would be we start to overheat the economy and we have to start dealing with inflation again. Every time they talk about I'm upset because we didn't lower interest rates this month or this meeting, my comment is we don't need to lower rates right now. Now, 3-6 months from now, it might be a different story, but gross domestic product came in at 3% last quarter. We're not sputtering, okay? So that's my answer to that. I just don't, again, I would love to have 3% interest rates again. I'll take all the 3% money you want to give me. I'll take all the 5% money you want to give me. But I don't want to lower rates just for the sake of lowering rates. I know some people that would love to have their mortgage go down, but there's a downside to that.
Well, no, that's excellent. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great questions. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So I would say tariffs have impacted the U.S. economy detrimentally in 3 big ways. One of them being raising consumer prices. 2, domestic producers have been impacted detrimentally as well with increased raw materials. And the third one is trade retaliations from other foreign countries.
Ken, once again, thank you so much for being here. Actually, I think this is going to be a great episode. I really think it is. Again, impacting tomorrow. Ward's Corner Road, right? Impactingtomorrow.com. Right. Thank you so much for letting us use your facility, number one, to do this today. But thanks for letting us steal your office from you. But again, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for what you and Libby and the team are going to continue to do. So I just think, again, I think it's powerful. I really do. So
Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing.
we'll try.
We appreciate it.
Try. I'll use you as a bar. How's that
Oh,
sound?
man.
There you go. So again,
You're a
once
good man.
again, thank you to everyone for tuning in to the Loveland Exchange. Please give us a like, share us on social media, and if you have some questions or comments, please ask them, because we want this show to be the best that it can possibly be. And we want to share some more of these stories, and we want to highlight the things that are going on in Loveland. So until next time, thank you.